One of the highlights of the year for me is always the Trust's Christmas celebration at Sheffield Cathedral. There's something special in being with the children who attend with their loved ones, seeing them perform their nativity play and seeing the sterling efforts of the staff looking after them as they combine the dignity of a carol service in the cathedral with the exuberance, sometimes over-exuberance, of their young charges. It works. The Christmas story gets told. Parents, grandparents and other relatives and friends combine pride with reflection. We all leave at the end feeling good. This year is sadly very different. We can't be in those magnificent surroundings. More importantly, we can't be together in the shared experience and feel the warmth that inevitably brings. But this temporary hiatus in all our lives does not lessen the importance of the occasion. In some ways, being virtual might bring some benefit, in that many more of our colleagues and friends can participate, and albeit at a distance, share the moment this year, and it is an important moment. For me, in a normal year, the annual Christmas service gives me a chance to look back on a year that's coming to a close and look forward to a new year about to begin. It's a moment of reflection, a time for me on behalf of the Trust's board and executive team to thank those colleagues who are in the cathedral for all they have done and continue to do for the population we serve. A time to think about and thank all of our colleagues who aren't with us at the event, but are in our thoughts, and send them our thanks and best wishes, particularly all those who will be working through the holiday period. In that respect, this year is no different. Our thanks are never more important and heartfelt. What the team at STH has done through 2020 is truly amazing. A year ago, we could never have imagined what we would be facing. We could never have imagined how much the people of Sheffield would need the skills and dedication which our 18,000 strong team have deployed, working with all our health and care colleagues across the city to minimise the impact of this dreadful pandemic. So that moment of reflection is truly important right now. For me, I will reflect on how tough it's been for so many people. I'll reflect on how it's been heartbreaking at times, and also at times uplifting. And my thoughts will be very much with those who have lost their lives to COVID and to their loved ones. I will reflect on how proud I have been to have seen how our trust has risen to the challenge in an incredible way. I will also reflect that there's some light in this tunnel, so I will ensure that hope and belief is part of my reflection. Hope and belief that this dreadful situation will soon come to an end. Hope and belief that this will enable normality to return to our lives. Hope and belief that next year we will return to Sheffield's wonderful cathedral and once again share the joy of celebrating physically together. And perhaps we might even capture some of what we have learnt this year and broadcast our service so that all our colleagues who can't be with us can still feel the warmth of that occasion. On behalf of my board and executive team colleagues, my very best wishes to you and to all your loved ones for a different, but hopefully still enjoyable and a safe Christmas.
Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas tree, lots of berries like sunbeam, lots of baubles blue and green, put some tinsel in between. Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas tree, what a pretty sight to see.
A reading from Matthew's Gospel, which tells of the visit of the wise men to Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. When they had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising, until it stopped over the place where the child was. Then, when they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they knelt down and paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chests, they offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Hello everyone from the chapel here on the A floor at the Hallamshire. What a strange year this is. So many things outside anyone's control. A chronic emergency, many months at full stretch, caring for large numbers of acutely unwell patients and supporting their families. It's had such a huge impact on everyone. And yet there is still so much to be proud of. I've seen staff going that extra mile to care for patients and relatives. I don't need to ask for anything here, said one relative staying with her husband at the end of his life. They think of everything. And then there's the ongoing support of families and colleagues through times of painful grief and loss, and keeping hold of that Yorkshire grit and good humour through it all. We do still have so much to be proud of and to be thankful for. A very ill patient said to me recently, I am just so grateful for what I have. And life isn't always in our control. We see that in the Christmas story. It tells of a long, arduous journey, a young woman late in pregnancy, forced to give birth far away from home. And there's a bed crisis too there in Bethlehem. So they have to make do with whatever's at hand. This story is full of hardship and struggle, but there is also togetherness and a shared purpose. And the story ends happily, despite all the odds, with proud parents, a healthy, beautiful baby, and the hope that new life brings. This Christmas, I'm thankful for the privilege of belonging to such a wonderful team, and I'm proud of what we achieve every day, proud of the new hope given to so many people in their times of trouble. So much hardship and struggle, and yet hope shines through. So on this strange journey that we're on, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and do find time for sharing with the people you love the most. And on behalf of the chaplaincy team, may I wish you all a happy, peaceful and blessed Christmas.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Demus adis glorio, corrupta pamus, carminale desio, te votere damus.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Deus homo factus est, natura merente, mundus renovatus est, a Christo regnante.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Ezechilis plota, classe per transito, unde lux es loto, salus infinito.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
Ego nostra consio salatiam illustro, benedicat Domino, salus Regi nostro.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.